So, where climate meets capital. Well, first of all, thank you all very much for being here. Boa tarde, good afternoon to everyone. I want to take a moment after the excellent discussions that we had on the public financing mechanisms and the carbon markets. Very great discussions. I thought that this would be a good moment to reflect on how far this ecosystem has come and where the opportunities ahead lie. So for those I haven't met, I'm Viviane Behar, and I lead business development for Capital for Climate in Brazil, focused on engaging investors, strategic partners, and market actors around nature-based solution investment opportunities. In the first NbS, back in summit that we did in 2023 that Tony touched upon, nature-based solutions was barely a phrase used in Brazil, very niche concept, and today this has become Capital for Climate's flagship platform and one of the leading nature-based solutions deal-making events in Latin America. This year we brought together about 400 participants, mostly investors, about 15% international. We had pitches this morning, and we're going to have a dedicated matchmaking session tomorrow with developers, funds, and investors, and field trips across the state of São Paulo. So what we're building here is not simply a conference, but an investment ecosystem week. A big part of my work is helping investors understand, access, and navigate and engage, like the 10 billion mobilization that Tony talked about, in Brazil's NbS market, connecting them to an investable pipeline of projects, funds, and companies, profiled in our digital platform, as Paula just shared earlier, while helping build relationships and the conditions for capital deployment. But capital deployment requires more than just opportunity. It requires trusted relationships and the right enabling environment. That's why the C4C NbS Investment Collaborative was created, where we bring together members with different investment perspectives, from banks, asset managers, insurance, corporates, funds, philanthropies, family offices, all of them here today to help accelerate investments in NbS in Brazil. Because no single stakeholder can do this alone and build this market alone. So scaling NbS investment requires engagement across the ecosystem. So government financing mechanisms that we heard from Maria today in EcoInvest, banks to structure capital solutions like we heard Leo at Santander, multilaterals with blended finance, insurers mitigating risk, corporates like Vale driving demand, and developers, all this to accelerate investor deployment. And that's why the conversations that we have curated for you today matter. And what we're seeing, and we're hearing in the corridors, and we're hearing all day today, is that momentum is clearly shifting towards deployment. And we see the ecosystem maturing rapidly, stronger project developers, more diverse and sophisticated funds, and broader investor participation across all the capital stack. So my invitation to you from a business development perspective is simple. Engage with this ecosystem. Connect, collaborate, partner, and join us in our future global and local events, climate forums, as we continue bringing Brazil's nature-based solution opportunities to investors and capital providers. And last but not least, I wanted to say a special thank you to all our co-organizers of the event today. So thank you to Converge, to EEX, and to NIL. A special thank you to our most valued sponsors, Vale, BNDES, Nestlé, Santander, Arapiaú, Regia, Open Society Foundation, Ambima, FM De Rijk, Light Rock, and Vox. And to our many partners, to our many supporters, including the great Café Orfeu and Aveia and Oakberry out there that I hope you had a chance to enjoy. And thank you to all of you for helping shape this sector. So we're excited for what comes next. in today's discussion and throughout the week, and also very excited about the connections that will emerge from the day today. Thank you.